Again, everyone, I wanted to just take a moment again to, well, a few moments, and update everyone on what's going on with us here in Peru. It's been a crazy, busy few months, at least a couple months since the last time we did a video update. When I did that, we were just getting ready to go to Puerto Maldonado, and you'll see a picture with the map showing Trujillo, Lima, and Puerto Maldonado here in Peru in just a second, and we'll put that up for you. And we traveled there and were able to bring home our baby boy Lucas Scott, who we are in the process of fostering to adopt. Kind of cool how the Lord brought us back to that town, and they were both born in the same hospital. And hopefully one of these days you guys will get to meet them and see, I think you'll see the same thing that we noticed and some other people have noticed, that they actually seem to have some similar features, which is kind of cool how the Lord has worked that out. That these brothers and sisters, this brother and sister will have some similarities in their appearance, and that's pretty cool. So we also have a picture here which I'll show you that is Anya standing at the new Plaza in Puerto Maldonado, and she's very happy to stand in front of this sign, and I think one day it will mean a lot to her to have this picture of her in the town that she's from. While we were there before Lucas was born, since we didn't know how long we would be there, we taught for a number of weeks our business basics class. You'll see some pictures here in a minute, which are some of the classes that we were teaching. Started off with a really great response, which was very exciting. By the end, we only had a few people who really stuck it out, and some of that helped with us getting some lessons learned on how to teach the class, especially in this sort of setting where we're visiting and we're not really able to do it in our hometown here in Peru. They recommend that you only teach it once a week at least, maximum. And due to time constraints, we tried to do it a little more often, and I think that was a big part of the challenge that we faced there. So we're excited to have worked that kink out, I think, and know that in the future, if we're going to do this, we need to really stick to that maximum once a week. There's a lot of homework that's really important to these classes that we teach, and the materials that have been prepared on this topic. And if they don't have time to do that, I think it really is a deterrent for them to not feel like they want to come back. And I think that was a big part of what we got up against. But the people who stuck it out really got a lot out of it, and I think we're very encouraged by it, and so that was an encouragement to us. We are in the process of working on the details to be able to regularly teach this business basics class here in Trujillo in a group setting at a location that is currently used to teach some seminary classes and some other things. And so we're hoping to be able to utilize that space. We're just finalizing some of those details, and hopefully we'll have that all sorted out to be able to launch that here in March. March is a very typical kind of time to start things here, because it's kind of like our September, basically, the beginning of the school year, the end of the summer, end of vacation time. And so that's when we're hoping to launch that and really get things going. Otherwise, we've been back now and adjusting to life with a newborn and ministry here. What's that going to look like with a newborn, infant, and almost 5-year-old. We're hoping that we can come to the United States for a month or so. Please be praying. We have applied for Lucas's visa, and it is in what's called administrative processing. Basically, the government flat out told us, the embassy here, that our case is pretty abnormal, which is understandable. There's not a lot of Americans living in Peru fostering a child. We might be the only ones, I don't know. And so people applying for visas under those terms are not normal. And so they're really, I think, digging into all of the paperwork we have to make sure the legality of it. We've worked with a lawyer in all of this who's a friend of ours and a Christian, and we have no reason to believe that anything we've done won't hold up legally. So we're just praying that the embassy will get through this process and approve his visa soon so that we can travel to the United States and be there for Christmas and hopefully for the month of January. Also, with the newborn, we have some increased costs, obviously, and anyone who would want to come alongside us in this time, we would be grateful for your support. We continue to really try to see the church be supported here locally by locals through small businesses, and so we are working to that end, and we continue to do that, and your support would be gratefully appreciated at this time as we continue to just seek to raise our family and minister here in Peru. Additionally, many of you are aware we have a scholarship fund. We have a pretty urgent need for that. Right now, we need $400 to $800, depending on how a couple things sort out, to finish out the year for that scholarship fund. The school year will end and they'll start a new year, like I mentioned before, in March. So right now, to finish out this year, we need somewhere in that $400 to $800 range, depending on a couple other things that are hopefully coming together here. But anyone who would like to give toward that would be gratefully appreciated, because the year is coming to a close soon and we really do need to get that done in the very near future. I'll have some links in the notes so you can give to any of those things through those links, and we really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you have questions, let us know. Anything you want us to even maybe do a little video about, let us know. If you want to see kind of an idea of just like what's the town like, if you want to see maybe some interviews with some of the people we work with, let us know in the comments or in an email. We would love to, kind of help engage you guys in what we're doing in any way that we can. We're looking forward to our Sewing with a Mission project again in February. So if you're not familiar with that, I can tell you more about that in the near future as well. So thank you all again for your time, and blessings to you all.